What up, YouTube? We back at it again. I might as well knock out the most recent Blink song as well while we're at it. Do me a favor, if you're new to my channel, if you're not new to my channel, whatever Blink's page, please support them. They've been live on the scene. They'll be live in Vegas in a few days too. When We Were Young Festival, like I said in my last video, tickets for like $200. Just get to Vegas, and make sure you make it to the show. That's the hardest thing about Vegas. Like you can go there for a work conference, you can't always promise you're gonna make it to work. Seriously, I've done that before. Like I've gone to Vegas, and like I was with a buddy. He was a coworker who was also a friend, and there was like one rule. It was like you just have to sign in and sign out. And I was like, bro, I'll give you $100 if you sign in and sign out for me the 4 days that we're here. And he was like, you can give me $100 a day to do that. And I was like, done. I'd done it for 1,000. Um, but no, that's the toughest part about Vegas. Luckily, this is like a fun, punk music festival. Otherwise, the whole work conference in Vegas thing is a terrible idea. You got to do work conferences somewhere boring. Like, I'm sorry, sweetie, I gotta go to Nebraska this weekend. No offense to those from Nebraska, I've never even been. There's probably a reason for that. It just sounds boring. Or like, I gotta go to Kansas this weekend, or like Idaho, or the moon, or somewhere just barren and sucks, right? I'm just playing. I don't think the whole country sucks. Just the whole country that doesn't border water sucks. Um, I'm also joking. Wow, it's Monday. Welcome. Um, my Niners lost, so I'm a little mad. That's why we're going Army hat, because we gotta get back in camp, right? We're looking at Fell in Love. Do me a favor. If you like what I do, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you don't, that's fine too. No big deal. We're looking at this is 2 minutes. This is the perfect length for a punk song. Um, it's how all punk songs should be. Get in, get out. We don't need drawn out ballads. It's not what you're here for. You say a lot, you say it quickly, you get the fuck out. You you grab a PBR and you watch the Vandals go on stage. And the bassist do a backflip off the speaker. He's badass. Um, let's just dive in. Is this like an intro to like an insurance commercial? I feel like I'm about to be sold something.
Late nights feeling kinda lonely. Drive home, no one's waiting for me. I don't miss the days before I fell for you. Fast times fun but overrated. White lines fun but then you hate it. Cold hearts and nobody could break it. Sad but true. And honestly, I needed you. You needed me. It's crazy. Do you remember the time when we first met? You were at a party with your ex. I stood alone and I got drawn. Do you remember the time we fell in love? Do you remember the night when you came over, playing songs, laying on my shoulder? We made out till the sun came up. Do you remember the time? Remember the time we fell in love? How could I ever forget laying in your bed, having sex all night? It's fucking with my head. Now we can never pretend that we can only be friends. We should do it again and again. And honestly, I needed you. You needed me. It's crazy. Do you remember the time when we first met? You were at a party with your ex. I stood alone and I got drawn. Do you remember the time we fell in love? Do you remember the night when you came over, playing songs, laying on my shoulder? We made out till the sun came up. Do you remember the time? Remember the time we fell in love? Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time? Remember the time we fell in love? How could I ever forget laying in your bed, having sex all night, fucking with my head? Now we can never pretend that we can only be friends. Remember the time we fell in love?
Okay. Am I allowed to say, well, this is a reaction channel, not just any, it's mine. I like it, fine. I don't love it. It's a nostalgic song about a relationship. The lyrics are, do you remember the time that we met and we had sex and we were at a party and I got drunk, and it's just sort of one of those songs where it's just like kind of calling back to a high school love or something. We've kind of done that before, but like the melody was fine. I feel like adding a tambourine, and I like the layered vocals with Mark and Tom going back and forth. Nothing too crazy here. It was nice, smooth, melody. It was fun. It was not as, I mean, a little weird starting out, I guess. So I didn't really know where it was gonna go, but yeah, I don't know that I have a whole lot to say on that. It was they'll throw one or two of these in here and there. Um, I always like to say these are for the ladies, right? I'm kidding. That's sexist as fuck. Yeah, that's not me. I'm not that dude. But you get what I'm saying. It could use more anger. If we're talking about a past relationship and it's still in our fucking head, then we're angry about something. Or if they're still together, then why do we need to talk about it? Of course she remembers. She was there with you, right? You're the one that got drunk. You didn't say, remember the time you got drunk? If you got drunk, do you remember the time, bro? Like, I don't know. Do I remember it? Yeah, I was trying to help you get into the car seat, stop throwing up. Um, yeah, no, I mean, it was kind it was kind of one note for me. I wish they went off on some kind of fucking punk rock tangent, um, or something to make it a little more hardcore than it was. Like, if they brought in somebody who could like scream, "Ah!" just to surprise us or wake us up or some shit like that. I can't do that. Like a somebody in like a metal, like a feature of a metal person. Um, I don't know anything about metal. But yeah, I mean it's cute. It was done well. If their intent was to make a kind of a cute little "Do you remember the time" song. Honestly, I was expecting like a Michael Jackson cover. Do you remember the time we fell in love? Or is that kind of what they're playing off? I might have preferred that actually. Do they cover anything? I'm sure they have. That'd be kind of cool. Mark and Tom on some MJ with dance moves and shit. Travis doing dance moves in the back, doing some Thriller dance with drumsticks. I could fuck with that. Um, yeah, I mean that's my review of that. What do you want me to say? You, if you love it, then I don't know. Let me know down below why I'm wrong. I'm allowed to be wrong. Plus, this these reviews are 100% subjective, right? I'm not saying my opinion's right. I'm just saying that's my opinion. That's not kind of not my favorite of their work um, recently that I've heard. They've done stuff like this in the past, and I probably had the same opinion. It's but they probably put it on an album with 10 other bangers that I loved. So you know, it's your law of averages and numbers, right? So it doesn't change my love for the band. Yeah. Anyways, go support Blink. And yeah, and like if you like, please comment down below. Subscribe, and we'll keep it moving to the next